morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's the Daily Gab again. Brought to you proudly by Snapdragon, me. So, I hope everyone's having a good weekend because it is almost over. Almost over! It's not that bad. You know, another day, another dollar for me. You know, I never quite understood, when someone's like, oh, poor you, you're at work. No, poor me, no, not poor me. I have a job, so I'm not poor. I'm actually happy to have a job. I know what it's like to not have a job. So I'm grateful for whatever hours are given to me. When my hours get cut, then it is poor me. Because there's some big purchases I need to make. One is, dental work, and the other is I need new glasses. As much as I love these glasses, they are pretty old, and they're getting there. So it's not a bad day. It's not quite humid. It's pretty warm, but I'm fine. But, yeah. You know, all kinds of things, like, you never know, like, if you don't like to, clean your car, clean your home, or whatever that needs to be tidied up, should be tidied up, you won't be able to find treasures like these. I didn't know I had this in my car. Honestly, I don't know where I got this from. I mean, it's pretty. I should put it in my back window so that when people have their high beams, this shines right back in their flippin' face. Should, but I'm not mean, and plus, I don't have a strong enough window sucker thing. I'm kidding, I'm not mean. I try not to be mean, but I hope that a lot of people, find it within themselves to love and forgive themselves. Forgive yourself for having a bad mood. Forgive yourself being sad or depressed. Depression, and I know I talk a lot about it, it is somewhat of an epidemic, because we're told, we're pressured and told by society that if you don't have this, you're nothing, or you want this, your life isn't going to be complete without blank, or if you do blank, or mingle with blank kind of people. And you know what? Your happiness may not be the same as someone else's happiness, so judging yourself by other people's standards, that's a gateway for depression and low self-esteem. Depression can be the seed of regret. It can be the seed of shoulda, woulda, coulda, and you regret and resent. Resentment is a seed of it too. Many different little negative seeds can be planted within your mind and heart and soul. And if you water that negativity, it's going to grow. It's going to grow. And mental and emotional negativity can actually cause physical ailments. Your words, your thoughts, it's pretty powerful. So if you're depressed right now, say this: I don't want to feel this way. I want to be happy. I will change my feelings. I will change my mood. I will beat depression. Give yourself hope. Give yourself hope. Depression is a slippery slope, and you can go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in that rabbit hole. Give yourself a chance. Think positively. Think about good, happy things. Peter Pan had it right when he said, think happy thoughts. And you notice when you did, you floated. Well, we're not really going to start flying. I mean, that would be awesome, right? But think happy thoughts. Don't give depression room. Now, I'm going to be honest. I used to have so much trouble with depression. So much trouble. To the point where when I was younger and I didn't know how to fight depression, so many bad things were happening to me. I was surrounded by death at one point. People were dying. When I was young, I thought about hurting myself. And I did make a few attempts, only for it to not work at all. And I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm glad. Because there's so many people that needed me in their life, and so many people that I needed in my life, and I don't regret them being in my life. I do regret that they couldn't follow me in my life path, but we each have our own journey. The one thing you can't hold on to are people, because people need free will. People need freedom. People need the freedom to choose and follow their path wherever their calling is. You don't want to be the reason why someone never met their true calling because someone's kid got loose in their vehicle and started tooting the horn. You are going to definitely want to give them their freedom to do whatever it is they choose. You would want that, right? That's another reason why I don't understand relationships that are so constrictive. I mean, if you want freedom, shouldn't your partner have freedom? You don't want someone to be with you because they're either A, afraid of leaving you, or B, afraid of being alone. Because what is that? It's a form of slavery. I've been in relationships like that where I couldn't even go out to dinner with my own parents without them calling me, where are you at? What are you doing? Who are you with? How long are you going to be out? Or they would randomly find me and meet up with me, and my parents are like, does he not trust you to be alone? He didn't trust me. So, at the time, you know, I smothered, when I was first starting out, I smothered everybody that was in my life. I didn't have a happy medium. I didn't know how to hold back my feelings and emotions. And then I got a taste of my own medicine. I got with a guy who smothered me, and he never wanted me to be alone. One week I let him, you know, have everything his way, and oh my God, that was exhausting, and I ended up hating him. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. You're smothery. I smother you because I love you. Okay. You can chill. Relax. I'm not going to cheat on you in my own house. I know what it's like to be cheated on. It sucks. And it builds a lot of rage. I can't say that I'm innocent, you know. I mean, we all have had our shortcomings. And my band broke. It was for breast cancer awareness. Oh well. Well, anyways, to beat depression, you have to give yourself the freedom and hope. You could do something as simple as just pamper yourself. Do your nails. Do something different with your hair. Go get a bottle of dye and dye your hair. Do something for you. You could do something as simple as just visit your mom and dad. Or visit a friend. You know? I happen to have a friend that is highly entertaining. She knows exactly who she is. I have a few guy friends that my husband is pretty cool with that I can hang out with. Or the one thing that I really find very helpful is meditation. I know I've repeated this before, but meditation can heal. Oh boy, sorry. Meditation can heal you. I would never suggest it if it was full of hooey, but it works. I swear by it. So yeah. I'm upset my band broke. Anyways, they're not meant to last forever. You know, this is like I call it a depression ritual. It doesn't have to be called a ritual. It could be called you time. It could be called you time. It could be called healing time. It could be called just a plain old bubble bath. Ow. I get like a mellow scented candle. And then I light a few candles, keep them safe away from any like burnable stuff. I even have a floating dish that you can put in a bowl. I have that too, and I would put a candle in there. Um, How do people zip through people's cars? You don't know if you're going to hit it. Sorry. And I would get some bubble bath. Well, that broke too. So yeah, I mean, think about it. You can use lilac, chamomile, lavender for relaxation. To lift you up, I would recommend like citrus smells. Kind of wakens you up and gives you energy. That's aromatherapy there. If you take bath salts and, no, not those bath salts, real bath salts, and some bubble bath or a body wash, whatever you got, sit there, make that bath hot as possible, and do what I call sweat the negativity out. Once you sit there for a good 25 to 30 minutes, you will notice a change. Play some nice calming music. If you want, you can go to my what I call paranormal playlist. I have a lot of many different, like, long meditative music you can play. I recommend the one that enhances dopamine. It does work. Makes you feel good. So when you do that and you play that music, be sure to have a nice cool bottle of water or cup of water at your side. I do not suggest anything else other than a tea, but that's a diuretic. Since you're in a really hot bath and you're sweating the negativity out, I call it, I do recommend like maybe infused water or just a cool cup of water, cool bottle of water, whatever. Water is the main ingredient. Water is always known as a healing element. Earth as well. Fire too, depending on what you got to do. If you have something in you that is causing you mental and emotional anguish, spiritual anguish, in some cultures they believe in sweating the impurities out. It does work. It's a form of detox. Meditating, playing some good music, whatever calls to you. And you will notice a good, positive difference. That's something I do. Sometimes the most I've ever done it is, the least I've done it is probably 25 minutes. The most I've ever done it is maybe an hour or two. If I'm physically sick, I do it for within hours to sweat out impurities or break a fever. I keep water by my side at all times. As you can see, I have crystals in my water. So, me being an empath, I kind of pick up other people's emotions and bad juju. So I'm constantly got some kind of charged water with me at all times. Unless I know I'm without a doubt going to be around good company, I actually would not really need this. Or if I'm just running errands and it's strictly business, I do not need this. Because I do have the discipline to, if I can help it, I can choose to avoid, people. So if I can avoid people, I really don't need it. But at my day job, and it's not their fault. It's no one's fault. It's just how I am. It's just how people that are empaths are. We are very empathetic and compassionate, and we don't want other people around us, if we can help it, to feel bad in any way. We automatically want to help you. That's what a normal empath would want to do, but there are some not so good empaths that just manipulate, twist, and manifest negativity. They basically harbor a negative, juju, I call it, and they would forcibly put it in other people. I can't tell you how many times I have to fucking constantly clean up after them. It's not fun. It's harder. It's harder to fix something. And you also gotta watch out for energy vampires. Be surprised who they are. They walk around like regular average people. But when you're around them, you feel tired. After a while, you do feel pretty tired. And you're like, eh. I have a really good friend that's an energy vampire. But she can't help it. Energy vampires are made due to an increasingly horrible amount of duress and stress and trauma. I, too, am an energy vampire. But I don't inflict it upon others. I don't feed off other people's pain. Some do, some don't. So, don't go around thinking just because the word vampire exists doesn't mean that that vampire in particular is bad. It's not like that. People with depression tend to become those. And it's not your fault. It's not. It's the way of things. I don't have all the answers. But when I do get the answers, I will be sure to share that. Because the best weapon in all existence is knowledge. Lack of knowledge is highly detrimental. And it's far too easy to stay that way. Informed, non-informed. It's too easy to be that. So, well, I hope what I've said is really helpful. Because we're all in this world together. We just have to be there for each other. You don't have to know anybody. You don't have to know anybody to help them. You don't. You just have to want to genuinely help. So, with that said, love and light. Be good to yourself. Give yourself hope. There are a lot of people that you would never believe if you knew their story have succeeded in living and going past problems. If they can make it, so can you. There's no such thing as giving up if you really truly look at it. The only giving up is giving up on yourself. And that is a horrible spiritual, moral crime. If you really, push comes to shove, really think about it, you love yourself a lot more than what you think. And you owe it to yourself to treat yourself well as possible. So, that's all I have for today. So, please like, share, and subscribe. It would mean so much to me.